Is Como going to be the new contender against Trump? And New Yorker against New Yorker? Joe Biden is a joke. Uh, doesn't have the mind or memory. Uh, anyhow, there looks like 60%, 70% of voters from the party between 25 and 34 prefer Como. Anyhow, we're going to let it go with that, and we'll continue with some news from Alex Jones. I agree with Ron Paul. Trump should fire Dr. Fauci. He wants to have total control over the people. There's no two ways about it. He's a deep state player. No two ways about it. Fauci should be fired. Not by Trump, then by the American people. Ron Paul, Liberty Report. I fully agree. Fauci is a deep state player and he needs to be fired, if not put in jail, because of his ineptness to do anything 3 years before this started. Good day. Thousands of Americans joined class action lawsuit against coronavirus lawsuit against China, as if it will do any good. I doubt it. China will say, go eat dirt. International tribunals, they don't care about international tribunals. The Hague Court is about the only one, and I don't think they'll even listen to it. It's a joke. Legal scholars draw parallel to China's responsibility to spread the coronavirus. Anyhow, doesn't matter what legal people say. China's not going to respond to any of it. They'll say, you can go suck on a rock, you can go eat dirt. And they don't care. Well, we should be starting on April 10th. Trump drops bombshell updates to restart America April 10th. Tune in, share urgent message. Anyhow, we should get restarted. Let's see if that'll be pulled off. Members of the combined task hold a brief press briefing. Live stream ended. So this was April 10th. We're going to have to see about this. White House press conference will take place at 1 p.m. I'm going to have to go find that because it's more important than what Alex Jones is saying. This must be President Trump fielding some questions and getting the economy moving.
I mean, we've never been hit. I don't know. Has this country ever been hit like this? Probably not. 1917, but that was different, and it was a different time. And frankly, Europe took the brunt of it. We didn't, but it was a terrible time also. But probably never been hit like this, right? Somebody was saying, in fact, I was speaking with Governor Cuomo about it because we were in New York City, a place we love, New York State, with the World Trade Center. And that was approximately 3,000 people. Well, we've doubled that in this same area. We've doubled that, more than double it, substantially more. And it's obviously going. You know, we had our highest number yesterday and the day before. Okay, with all of this news, what would lead you to believe that we're going to have the best stock market week, shortened week, in 50 years? Almost broke the all-time record. You know what that is? That's a pent-up demand. Now, that's my opinion. The other thing is we're doing tremendous stimulus plans. And despite what you're reading, you know, there's back and forth, but we are getting along with the Democrats. They want to see something happen. We have to help our workers. We have to help our small businesses. We have to help our restaurants. I think deductibility will be great for entertainment, restaurants, all of that. Look, I think with the stimulus, with the people, with what we've got going, with all of the things, we're going to be meeting with the airlines over the weekend. We have a great plan for the airlines. We've got to keep the airlines going. You know, it's never been a great business, but it's a very vital business for the country. We're going to be meeting with Boeing. We're going to be meeting with a lot of companies that are great companies and were great companies a short while ago. I mean, we can't let anything happen to Boeing. It's, you know, got so much potential. You talk about potential. Can anything have more potential than that? So we have a lot of very exciting things taking place. We have tremendous plans, we have tremendous stimulus, and I think we have a chance to do really well. So this quarter isn't the quarter I'm looking at. Third quarter, we start to think about it, and I think fourth quarter is going to be at a level that maybe we haven't seen before. I think our country, with the stimulus, with all that we've been through, we've learned a lot. Don't forget, we've learned about pandemics and epidemics. We've learned a tremendous amount. And with all that we've learned, as an example, we're making ventilators. We have thousands of them being delivered in the very near future.
Let's go on here a little further because this can really get lengthy.
100% popularity right now. I think he's, you know, they talk about approval polls, right? You ever hear that term? I'm sure you never heard that. I hear it all the time. His approval rating must be about 300%. But he's a great guy. He was a great guy before, and I think people see what he's been through. What he's been through is incredible. And they say a big turn. So let's see what happens. Let's hope.
If I may, where do you see the use of something like immunity certificates or documents or passports when we get to
Something like, excuse me?
immunity certificates? Once we get to antibody testing, whether this will be a useful way.
Well, I see a lot of, yeah, I see a lot of different things. We're going to be very careful for who comes into the country. Look, my opposition party wants to have open borders. This is a case where I'm very glad that my position is I don't want open borders. I want very strong borders. That includes not only on the southern border, our southern border with Mexico, and you could also say our northern border with Canada. But we want to have strong borders. And I think this is maybe one of the learning points. We learned something about borders. We need borders. The country needs borders to be a great country. And this is, I think this is a great point. Go ahead, do you have something?
Okay, let's leave it here. We need to get that stimulus package going. How it's going to turn, I don't know. But we need to get it going. Let's get to what he proposes and see if I can find that clip. Now, quote from Politico, people want to get back to work. We're setting up a council of some of the best distinguished leaders in virtually every field, including politics, business, and medical. We'll make a decision fairly soon, he added. Asked if necessary for American people coping with the outbreak's impact Easter weekend, the president said, I love the people of our country, and we will bring our country back. I want to pay the deepest love and respect for families and friends who have all perished. Press briefing on coronavirus development that has become a daily fixture with was not held next Saturday, although Vice President Mike Pence was scheduled to hold a briefing in the virus task situation room was closed to the media. Anyhow, President in Washington, D.C. had put no public events on his schedule. Trump earlier in the day attacked multiple media outlets over their coverage of administering handling the coronavirus pandemic. Tweet directly to some of them, including alluding to others. Wall Street Journal board hasn't have a clue on how to fight and win. Their views of tariff and trades are losers for the U.S., but winners for our country, including China, President tweeted. Anyhow, he focused indirectly on heavily secured New York Times report published Saturday that laid out the details of his administration actions in January and February. Anyhow, let's get on with stuff. Let's see that coronavirus is mainly transmitted from U.S. travelers from Europe, including praise reports from newspapers said early labeled fake news. Well, it's the way it goes. It's Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. We'll give you the source of these three parts. We need to get back to work. There's no two ways about it. The question is how and when, and how soon. The sooner the better, in my opinion.